Hello everyone, this is Annapurna pursuing B.Ed from BSSS College. So today we are going to learn about the topic respiration. So do you know which gas do we inhale? Yes, we inhale oxygen. Now can you tell me about which gas do we exhale? Yes, the gas that we exhale is called as carbon dioxide. Now, can you tell me which organ is involved when we inhale? External organ involved in breathing is nose. Now, do you know about the internal organs involved in breathing? The internal organs involved in breathing are pharynx, larynx, trachea, which is also known as windpipe, bronchi, and lungs. Process of taking oxygen-rich air inside the body is called as inhalation. Process of throwing air rich in carbon dioxide is called as exhalation. When these both processes are combined, this is called as breathing. Oxygen enters from our nostril. It is recommended to breathe from nose rather than mouth. Do you know why? Because nose has small hairs and mucus which traps microorganisms from entering into our body. But mouth don't have that function. Now the air entered from our nostril goes into nasal cavity. The air in the nasal cavity get moistened, then goes into pharynx, then to larynx, and then the windpipe, which is also known as trachea. The air from trachea now enters into the bronchi. Main stem of bronchi gets further divided into smaller bronchi, and the smaller bronchi divides into even smaller tubes called as bronchioles. Bronchioles end in tiny air sacs called as alveoli, where the exchange of oxygen and carbon dioxide takes place. This exchange of oxygen and carbon dioxide is known as respiration. Our chest rise and fall when we breathe. This happens because of the action of the intercostal muscles that are located between the ribs and of the diaphragm. Diaphragm is a seat of muscle below the rib cage. When we breathe in air, the intercostal muscle contracts, pushing the rib outward and upward. At the same time, the diaphragm contracts and moves down. This increases the space inside the chest cavity. Air enters our lung and they expand. When we breathe out air, the intercostal muscle relaxes and the ribs move downward and inward. At the same time, the diaphragm relaxes and moves up to its former position. The chest cavity shrinks and decreases the space, forcing the air out of lungs. This is breathing mechanism. Students, can you answer a question for me? So, when does the lungs expand? When we inhale or when we exhale. When we do exercise, our breathing rate increases. So, what is breathing rate? The number of times we breathe air in a minute is called as breathing rate. The breathing rate does not remain constant, it changes according to the requirement of oxygen by the body. When we exercise or run, the body needs more energy. We breathe faster and take deeper breaths in order to inhale more oxygen. The breathing rate can go up to over 60 breaths a minute. While when we are at rest, the average person breathes at the rate of 12 to 18 breaths in a minute. So, students, that's it for today's class. In our next class, we are going to learn about modes of respiration. Thank you.